Myself, Dr. Sriparna Saha, associated with CSE Department of Macaut, West Bengal. Currently, teaching learning process has been hampered all over the world due to COVID-19 pandemic. So why not extend my classes to the global audience that motivates me to make this lecture series. Currently, we'll be focusing on different aspects of genetic algorithms and how it can be implemented to solve real life problems. Today is the first lecture of this lecture series on genetic algorithms. Already I have made a video on very interesting topic of brain computer interfacing for video games. The link is given in the description. So the term genetic that came from the word gene, which is basically a DNA code that is unique for a species and vary from one to another. This gene is formed by spiral helix of protein substance, which looks something like this. So, are we going to represent all the real life problems by double helix structure to solve using GA? No, the answer is absolutely no. We have taken inspiration from biological process of reproduction and developed our own way of solving real life problems using genetic algorithms or GA. So, what is GA? It is basically a twist on local search algorithms where successor is generated by combining two parent states. A state is represented by a string over a finite alphabet, and if it is a binary encoding technique, then 0 and 1 are used. Initially, we'll be starting with k randomly generated states. For each state, its evaluation or fitness function need to be calculated. And to produce next generation of states by stimulated evolution, three major techniques are used, named as selection, crossover and mutation. So let us have this example where four genes are present in the parent population. Among these four genes, we have selected two genes based on their fitness function values. Suppose the calculation of fitness function is such that all bit positions should have equal values. Now it's the time for crossover. For this, we need to consider a crossover point. Based on this point, two portions from two parent genes are combined and only one result is given here and another result that can be obtained by combining the remaining two portions from the selected parent genes. So crossover is completed. Next, it's the time for mutation. So for mutation as well, we need to design a mutation point. Here, as it is a binary encoding, so 1 is mutated to 0. By this total process of selection, crossover and mutation, we have successfully generated child population. And this total process is known as reproduction using GA. Now, let us have a look how GA can be used to solve real life problems. Here we have taken the example of n queens. The logic is to reach a certain state where none of the n queens are attacking each other when placed in a n cross n chess board. Suppose n value is taken as 8. So we have to put 8 queens in this 8 cross 8 chess board. That is one particular state that has been given here. Here n queens on the board are placed and these represent one particular state. Here the successor function is that to move one single queen to another square in the same column. For this particular state, we need to calculate the fitness function or the cost function h, that is designed by calculating the number of pairs of queens that are attacking each other either directly or indirectly. For this particular state, h value is calculated as 17, and our aim is to reach global minima, that is h value should become 0. Now we can have a look how crossover can be implemented in this 8 queens problem. We have came to the last part of today's lecture. Genetic algorithm is a variant of stochastic beam search. Positive points for GA is that using crossover and mutation techniques, random exploration can be achieved. Neural networks and genetic algorithms both have appealing connections to biology, but the term neural in neural network and genetic in genetic algorithms both are used as metaphors. But there are some negative points as well, as genetic algorithm involves a large number of tunable parameters such as design of fitness function, choosing of crossover point, etc. So it is difficult to replicate performance of one genetic algorithm for one particular problem to another. As well as there are lack of good empirical studies comparing to simpler methods. GA is useful on some set of problems, but no convincing evidence that GAs are better than hill climbing approach with random restarts in general are not present. Optimization can be achieved using genetic algorithm. For this purpose, a very famous algorithm named as gradient descent can be applied. I have future plans to make a video on this algorithm known as gradient descent as well. So thank you everyone for investing your valuable time and listening to my lecture on genetic algorithm, and happy studying.